So I am a bit behind in my Beyond the Post videos. I am just now getting settled from travel and I just didn't have time. That's the truth. But there's a couple things that I wanted to jump on here and catch up on, and also provide a progress report on getting ready for law school, because it starts in about a month and a half. I think I have a prep course that starts later this month, and then I believe towards the end of August, classes start with orientation. There's a virtual orientation and then there's an in-person. I don't know if they're calling it an orientation in September. So let's see. Most recently, I posted about back to school shopping, and I have to say I'm pretty proud of myself for starting early, or so I thought. So I thought I was early, and then I checked and school starts in a month. So I'm really not that early, but nonetheless, we're getting started, and that is really all that matters. So I have a lot to do because I've only ordered undergarments for one. So I have two more to order undergarments for, plus school supplies, and then taking them shopping in a month. We'll get it done. Then an update on cooking. So I started that this weekend, and so far I've made 40 breakfast burritos. Now, I know that sounds like a lot. It is not. It could get us through 4 weeks. It'll probably get us through 2.5. And it's really based on their desire to eat in the morning. And if they do desire to eat, is that something they want? So the way I do the breakfast burritos, very simple, but after I make all the filling, put them in the burrito, I wrap them in foil and I throw them in the freezer, because they don't last that long. And the way it works is the night before they'll take their burrito out and put it in the refrigerator, and then the morning of they'll pop it in the oven. There have been times where if they wake up early enough, they can just take it out of the freezer and pop it in the oven, and it warms up while they while they get ready. So either way, that works. But the point is, when they leave the house, they have something hot handheld that they can take with them to school, on their way to school, to eat breakfast. So that's why I said they're not going to last that long. I have just stopped by the store on my way home from work to pick up pie shells so I can make the quiche, which is not going to be for them, that is going to be for me. And I haven't made quiche in a really long time, like a really long time. So this is going to be interesting, but I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Like, you can't mess it up, so it should be fine. So I'm doing that, and I'm doing the salmon croquettes tonight, and then those will be easy to freeze. But the quiche, I think I'm going to let it set in the refrigerator, and then I'm going to cut it in slices and freeze the individual slices, because for me, what I'm thinking is it'd be a quick thing I can grab and kind of do the same thing. Pop it in the oven and let it warm up while I'm getting ready, which will probably be what I do. So yes, when I looked at how much time I have, I have to cook every day this week. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I have to do some form of the meal prep list every day this week. And right now I'm focusing on breakfast, because to me, they start school before I start. So I have a little bit more time to get the dinner meals prepped and frozen than I do the breakfast meals. So that's what I'm focused on this week. Yes, so as long as I stay diligent and every day come home after work and cook and freeze, we should be good. Maybe I'll do a video every day. I don't know. If I don't want it to be overkill, but I also kind of want to share. Oh, one more update. So the study cafe. So if you saw my inspiration picture, I wanted a place that was comfortable and efficient. And we have this dining room that we rarely ever use. And the table set that I got in there, I got from a thrift store. I'm pretty proud of it because it's massive. It can seat 10 easily. And I paid like $75 for it years ago. So excited. And it's real wood, and I love all things wood. I love real wood. And so I said I wanted to design a room around this table. I didn't want to get rid of this table because it's a very good piece of furniture, and I wanted the seating to be cozy and comfortable, and then the room can then be used for studying and eating and just a lived-in space. So I went on the hunt, and I went to thrift stores because I wasn't going to pay for retail, and finding either a couch and love seat or a sectional that would fit the table was so hard. And so one day I went to 5 thrift stores, and the 5th thrift store I saw this sectional, and when I walked, it's one of those pieces that like it catches your eye, but you don't know if it's in a good way or a bad way, but it still catches your eye. So this piece was that. Like, I saw it and I was like, I don't love the pattern, but I love the shape. And you rarely find a sectional that is of good quality in a thrift store. So I couldn't just walk away from it. So I sat on it, and it was still firm. Like, it still held up very good to be a thrift store find. But again, I was like, I'm not crazy about the pattern, but I love a good design challenge. So I was like, I can make this work. I FaceTimed my twin daughter. I told her to keep an open mind, and then I showed her, and we ended up getting it. And the thing with the table, so it's not like, this table is massive, and so it sits higher than your regular table. So the regular standard chair at the seat level to the ground is about 19 inches is your standard chair. This table needed a chair that was like 20, 21, so that you can comfortably sit at the table. But it wasn't bar stool, so it's just big. So my mom was like, well, you can always get risers to go with the couch. And I was like, she's right. So I did, and they came, and I got 4-inch risers. And I still think I'm about an inch off. But the best couch would have been a couch with no arms on the end, so that it's easy to slide in. And this couch has arms, so getting in and out is not easy. But once you're in there, you're so comfortable. Like I'm so determined to make this work. It's like a Frankenstein room, but I don't care. I told my daughter, I said, worst case scenario, if I have to replace the table, I will. Because I've already painted the walls. The couch is already in. It's a very, very comfortable couch. Our cat loves it, which gives me a very good feeling that the prior owner was probably a good person. Because he immediately got on there and snuggled in a corner and went to sleep. And he's done that 3 times, maybe 4 times. And I've had the couch for maybe 2 days. So yeah, so that's coming along. I still need to, there's a big wall in front of the couch that I was gonna fill the wall with a calendar, which is still necessary, but somebody made a good comment about putting a whiteboard up there. So I think I might do half and half. I think I'm gonna do half the wall as a large whiteboard that the kids and I can use when you're studying. You may want to write something down that's big, and then the other half is going to be the family calendar. I'm going to call it like our command center, and it's going to help keep me and them organized, so we can know who's where, when, what do you need, all the things on a big wall. So that's coming together, and I think I have a little bit of time for that as well. What has not started is my home office. That hasn't started, and that has to start. So I think by the end of the month, I have to get started on that, because if I don't have a dedicated space carved out that I can fully dial in and focus when classes start, it's going to be hard. I have a space, but it's not fully the way it needs to be. So there is your update, and yeah, I'll be back.